Is your uninsulated knee wall costing you tons of money? Let's talk about how foam insulation can help with that. Welcome to Foam University. Today we're going to talk about the best way to insulate your knee wall with foam insulation. Before we get too into that, make sure you like this video below. Now, when we talk about the knee wall, for those of you who may not be sure, maybe I have a knee wall, maybe I don't, usually you find these in Cape Cod style houses or other types of houses as well. However, basically if you go to your upper level and in the sides of your wall, if you have a wall that's maybe only looks about halfway up the wall, maybe 3-4 feet or so, and then the rest of your ceiling is going to be slanted like this bottom portion right here, that's the knee wall. That's what we're talking about. Behind there's a cubby space usually used for storage or maybe not used for storage depending on how scared you are of spiders. However, this is a tricky area to insulate, and oftentimes it's overlooked by builders and contractors and it's inadequately done. When this happens, it's a huge loss of heat and ultimately will raise your energy bills for you. So how do you insulate this area? There's really two ways to attack it, and it ultimately depends on how the rest of your attic system is set up. So the first way you can do it, so you have your vertical knee wall. You can insulate the knee wall itself and also the floor of the cubby space that it's in. Now what this does obviously is it stops any heat from coming up from the lower level and stops any heat from getting out through that vertical wall. That's one way to do that. Now obviously when you do this, you cut off that entire cubby space, so using that for storage at this point is probably out of the question. Now the other way to do that is inside that knee wall. If you were to get inside that cubby space, you're looking at the underside of your roof now. Now, if you're in this area and you actually insulate the underside of your roof, which we would refer to as the roof deck in other videos and articles, that would be the other method. That's usually what we recommend, insulating that roof deck and following that roof line all the way up to the peak on either side. Now, if you do that, obviously you can use that space for storage in there, so that's one benefit to it. Now, keep in mind, if there's existing insulation in there, of course, you're always going to want to get that out of there. However, generically speaking, like we've said before, we always kind of recommend the roof deck. It helps protect the roof, helps keep all that moisture and everything out of that space. So if you do the vertical wall and the floor of the knee wall cubby space, again, you have to have vents, so it can introduce problems down the road. Both systems can work, just some things to keep in mind for you. So I hope this information was helpful to you. If you guys have a knee wall and you're not sure about how to do it, please check out the link in the description below to the full article that we have on just knee walls. Be sure to leave us a comment if you have a question about this. We'd love to help you out. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring that bell. Hey, don't forget, there's also a ton of information on our website, RetroFoamofMichigan.com. We have a learning center on there that is full of all kinds of information, articles, blogs, as well as videos. You're welcome.